Hi everyone, it's Tim Shaffer with Arete Coaching Group. Are you a great leader? Well, if you answered yes, or if you answered maybe, I think so, I have a second question for you. What can you do to be an even better leader? At Arete Coaching Group, we work with leaders and with teams to answer these questions. We do that through our leadership coaching and our leadership training. What we have found through our own experience and research is that bold leaders, the leaders that achieve the greatest results, they have the greatest impact on their teams and organizations, one of the behaviors they demonstrate is seeking feedback. So I want to give you a question that you can ask today to find out ways that you can be an even better leader. Are you ready? Here's the question. If I were to be a better leader for you, what would that look like and sound like coming from me? Let me repeat that again. If I were to be a better leader for you, what would that look like or sound like coming from me? It's a very simple question, but let me break it down for you. That first part, if I were to be a better leader for you, it immediately sends the message of intent, what the purpose is for the question with the other person. The other thing it does is it is future tense. So it allows people to think about you at your very best. I know, oftentimes we're trained to ask questions that are in the past, to focus on past behavior. And I generally agree with that approach. In this case, what I have found is that when we have employees that are uncomfortable sharing feedback about the boss or to the boss, or they have a fear of conflict, dragging up some old bad experience or something they perceived as negative is hard for them. In fact, they may not share feedback at all, or they sugarcoat it. Just the opposite occurs by asking, if I were to be a better leader for you. It's future tense. People think of you at your very best. The second part of that question is, what would that look like and sound like? With that is driving toward behavioral answers. It's asking people to describe what they would like you to do and how they would like you to do it. It also describes what people would like you to say and how they would like you to say it. And so when it's behavioral like that, those responses, you can then decide which behaviors you want to practice, modify, and ultimately change to be an even more effective leader. The third part of that is just confirming coming from me. In other words, don't tell me about a leader that you had in the past that you liked, or tell me about another leader you currently have. This is about me. I want to be a better leader for you. So again, if I were to be a better leader for you, what would that look like and sound like coming from me? The other thing I'll add, I love about this question is you can modify this to get feedback from your boss, to get feedback from your peers. You say, listen, I want to be a better peer. If I were to be a better peer or partner or collaborator with you, what would that look like and sound like coming from me? A lot of application, and I promise you, a high yield and effective feedback. All right. I challenge you today to go ask that question, to receive the feedback, think on it, and decide what you want to do to be even more effective as a leader. Be bold and contact us for more information and for a conversation at Arete, A-R-E-T-E. That's Arete, A-R-E-T-E, coachinggroup.com.